Hello, it is the 17th of November. My husband and I watched the first episode of Landman last night together, season 2, and it was excellent. We're happy that we got to watch that. He's going to watch Monday Night Raw tonight. I am probably just going to chill. I've just been playing some games. I might actually get around to painting my nails because I got very distracted with the editing of the first half of the month that I did not do anything fun for myself. Not really. Not that editing is not fun. Sometimes it is. But it's just a thing. I just got very focused, hyper-focused on that. I need to find Wrath. I put it down somewhere and I don't know where I put it because I read a few chapters this morning before work. And I love that at the end of this last chapter that I read, it happened to be a Cohen chapter, Corbin's sister, and I just like the way that ended. That was fun. Anyways, I am moving on and getting on with the rest of my evening and just relaxing. Good morning. It is Thursday, November 20th. I'm having one of those weeks where I keep wishing it were Friday, and I've been wishing it were Friday since Tuesday. Anyways, I have been making time for reading. I read The Strength of You last night, and this morning I just finished some more of Wrath. I'm about this far in and making progress. I am more than halfway through now at this point, and I'm happy with my reading. And I will say again, I really wish it were Friday. I'm just saying. Have you ever had one of those weeks where you wish from the very start of the week that it were Friday? I'd miss. Okay, so I'm hoping that today is a little less, shall we say, stimulating. Negative stimulation is a thing. And sometimes I'm surrounded by negative stimulation. And at one point yesterday, I found myself at the end of my lunch, such as it is, standing in the bathroom, looking in the mirror going, I should just go home. I'm not in a good headspace. I should not be here. I need to go home. I'm on the verge of tears. Something is not okay. And I told my husband that when I got home last night. He goes, well, what happened? And I said, well, this and this and this and then this and then this and this and this and this. And it was just nonstop for like 2 hours. And and then rest time happened. And I just took advantage of the fact that we were all going to go. Thank God. Thank God I use a wellness, anxiety kind of music in the background because it is sometimes needed and it's good medicine. So is laughter. So hopefully I have something to laugh about today. I need to laugh. I really, really need to laugh. I gotta go get ready for work. I'd rather stay home with my books and my cat. It's the truth. It's the truth.
A little longer than a few minutes later.
I just hit my funny bone on a doorknob walking down the hall. Is this how my day is going to start? No. I choose not to start it at the worst possible moment when I can start it at the best possible moment, which is when I just finished a few chapters of Wrath. And I'm in my happy place. I'm not going to dwell on the fact that I don't know why they call it a funny bone. Because it's not funny. It's not funny. I really wish it were Friday. Good morning. It is November 22nd. Okay. I am watching season 17, episode 2 of Heartland. Okay. This one is going to make me cry, although a lot of the episodes make me cry, but I'm going to have to hydrate after this. I do plan on reading today, but right now I'm just chilling, watching some family drama, wholesome Heartland. Oh, god damn, the sad music. Okay, more later.
6.5 hours later.
Hubby and I went out and about, ran our errands that we usually do on Sunday. Got those out of the way. Now I am going to have a lunch, chill with the poods. He's snoozing in his bear paw. And then I'm going to jump onto Noria's Alive. And I'm also planning on just reading some more chapters in The Strength of Few. And then reading some chapters in Wrath today. And that's pretty much it. Maybe watch something with the hubby. I don't know what we're going to watch because we can't watch a new episode of Landman until tomorrow, and we already finished Dark Winds, so we're gonna have to find something to watch. We shall see. We shall see. More later. Good morning. It is the 23rd of November. I have spent most of my morning reading Wrath. Yesterday I focused on The Strength of the Few, and I realized something while I was reading it. And I can't say anything because I feel that would be spoilery. But upon speaking with Noria during the chat yesterday, she mentioned that people had mixed feelings about the second book. And I get it. I told her, I said, it doesn't bother me, but it makes sense why I was a little confused between chapters. But I get it. I get it because I understand where there's coming from. Some people can kind of get used to it, and some people, they don't like that kind of thing. But I don't mind, and I'm enjoying it. But I'm really enjoying this, like, more. But that's because, you know, it's the Gwen, and I like it. I like it a lot. Here's the Pooch down here, chilling on his bear. I've been working on a shopping list, and that's pretty much what I am doing today. The husband and I did not start watching anything new because he was watching his wrestling show that he likes. I think it's, what was it called, babe? Rivals. He likes the Rivals show. And he likes seeing some of that old footage. Some of it he remembers, some of it he didn't get to see, some of it was just pretty darn interesting. Background scene stuff and things that you didn't know were going on behind the scenes. So yeah, that's pretty neat. So we're going to watch Landman later today, and we're excited about that. And I gotta do some shopping. I have an appointment with the eye doctor tomorrow, and I don't know who's taking me, but it'll be somebody from my family, either a sister, two sisters, a sister and a dad, or just my dad. One way or another, I will get there. And then work on Tuesday. Thursday, family time because it is Thanksgiving. Probably more Thanksgiving family time the day before that. We will see. The next day after that, I have to take my husband to an appointment. And then just a couple days at home before going back to work. And that is where I hope to see that my coworker has put up all of the snowflakes that I made a couple years ago. He put them up last year for me, and he already brought them in, so I think that's what he's going to be planning on probably in the next couple of days. So we are looking forward to that. We're looking forward to the next few weeks of just doing wintry, Christmassy themed kind of things. So yeah, lots to look forward to, and I'm excited for a few days off because I think I need it. Especially where I spent all of this past week wishing that it were Friday all week long. the disappointment of waking up every morning and realizing today was not Friday. It was real. I will check back in with you later and get on with the rest of my day. So this afternoon I found out that Ian was jumping into Wrath because he is home. And I said, really? Shall we sprint? We shall. We shall sprint on the Discord. So I set up the timer and I have been reading and I am here and I'm at one of my most favorite chapters. You know why. Come on. You know how much I loathe this character. And what is about to happen. If you've read this before, you know. And I'm so excited to be at the chapter. And now I'm going to read it because I've been tearful here and there over the last few, 50, 70, 100 pages. And now I get to be satisfied. And now I'm going to read the chapter. I'm going to see if I still feel the same way at the end. I am so gleeful right now. So we're going to get to this chapter. And yes. And then supper. I'm going to break for supper. Yeah. All right. I am here. And I'm okay. Oh, man. All right. At the end of the other chapter that I was so looking forward to, yes, just as satisfying the second time as it was the first. And I'm almost done. Okay. Okay. I'm going back in. I'm going to finish the book. I'm going to finish it. Good morning on this November 24th. It's Monday. I have the day off because eye doctor's appointment. I finished Wrath last night. I'm still going to keep it at a 5 blossom read. I loved the way this wrapped up. I especially appreciated the conversation between Viserys and Alcyon after the battle, where he went and talked to this other old warrior about what it feels like to be done with a battle and kind of be that feeling of not really knowing what's next. And yeah, the whole thing with Craft in Camlin's chapter. Hilarious. I love that bird. And I'm looking forward to jumping back into the Vanished Lands after the new year with everyone, if people still want to read it with me and continue that journey. So yeah, I'm happy. I'm happy that, I still felt the same way when Lycos finally got what was coming to him. Love when a villain, that I love to loathe gets what he deserves. Let's just say that. And yeah, so I have my eye doctor's appointment. So my family member to be here. My family member will be here soon to pick me up. I have to get my shoes on and all that. And they will be able to drive me back because I'll be all dilated. And for some reason, that solution, it keeps me dilated for a lot longer than normal. I don't know why. So, yeah. This morning I focused on the strength of the few. And I really kind of like what's going on. Some people don't like that kind of thing where there's this shift in chapters and you're not quite sure which version you're reading. But I've gotten used to it. So now I'm like, I'm in. I want to know how this is all going to tie. So it's going to be interesting, I think. Now that I'm done with Wrath, I can start Empire of the Dawn, which is underneath a pile. So I wasn't distracted while I was reading the other stuff. So I will fish that out later and more than likely start that or not. It all depends on things. Also, I just realized that Shadows Upon Time is available. So I've already downloaded it, but I will start that soon as well. But first I'm going to finish The Strength of the Few, and then I will download that and start that while reading Empire of the Dawn. I might be biting off more than I can chew, but I don't care. I think I hear my ride. Good morning on this November 26th. It's Wednesday. It's the day before Thanksgiving, and I have the day off. The rest of the week off. Anyways, I took the slipcover off the book because I'm going to start it now. Even though I haven't finished The Strength of the Few. I'm going to take a little break from that, and I'm going to start Empire of the Dawn. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. So, I have my book. Coffee's done. Breakfast is done. Time to jump into this. Good morning to me.
A little longer than a few minutes later.
Not a bad start to Empire of the Dawn. I've gotten to one of my favorite lines I've been waiting for because it's something that Gabriel is known to say often. F my face. Perfect. Can't wait to jump back into this a little while later. I have a few things that I need to do. Hello on this November 28th. It's the day after Thanksgiving. I had a lovely day with the fam yesterday. I actually got up that morning and just focused on The Strength of the Few, which I finished. I finished it. And yeah, I'm going to give it a 4.5 only because it took some getting used to because of the 3 different worlds. And I think they talked about that in this first book, that might be something that was going on. So I'm hoping that's not too much of a spoiler for people. But I know that its reviews kind of touched base on, some people felt that it was kind of meh. I liked it. I liked it. And that ending has me excited for that next book. So book 3, I can't wait for it to come out so I can dive into that world again. Now that I'm kind of used to what's going on, the flow, I got used to it. Didn't take me too long. It just was a little bit of a weird. But my husband and I he just got out of his chiropractor appointment, and we're going to head over and see my friend Nai and give her a quick Thanksgiving squeeze. And then I'm going to head home, and I might spend some time with my fam again later. But I need to finish my episode of Heartland that I was watching because I'm watching season 17 of that. And then, now that I have The Strength of the Few all done, I can now fully focus on Empire of the Dawn. And I intend to do that when I get home. So more later. Good morning. It is the 29th. I have spent most of my morning. Hello. Hi. Hello. Hi. Okay. I've been reading. I've been reading the Empire of the Dawn, and I'm making some headway. And also, full disclosure, I decided that I did want the audio to accompany, and it's not that bad. In fact, it's the same narrator as Gwen. Yeah, and I'm not mad about that at all. So I'm going to keep reading, hanging out with Pud, and just, I don't know, continuing my day. Yeah, I'm a happy girl.
A little longer than a few minutes later.
I hear a vehicle. I think my wreath has arrived. We're finally here, the end of November, the 30th. Husband and I watched quite a few things in between over the last few days, and I also finished Empire of the Dawn by J. Kristoff. I'm giving this a 5 out of 5 blossoms. I am. I laughed. I cried. There are insults and dialogue I wish I could remember because I would like to use it on people, but I'm probably not going to be able to remember, but I will keep this as a reference. I will. I am not mad about how much I spent on this. The illustrations were so awesome. It really added to the reading experience. I did give in and go ahead and get the audiobook, and I think I mentioned this on another clip. It's the same narrator for the John Gwynn's Faithful and the Fallen. So yeah, this was a fun ride. This was awesome. All right, so the shows that I watched and the movies. Husband and I decided to watch Playdate with Kevin. Oh, I can't remember his last name. From the King of Queens and the guy that plays in Reacher. So we watched that. It was stupid funny. Just stupid funny. Entertaining enough. So I'm going to give it a 3 out of 5 popcorns. The next night, I got him to agree to watching the Jason Statham movie that I've been wanting to see, and that was A Working Man. 4 out of 5 popcorns for that one. And I enjoy the action so much. This time, he was a dad again in this movie. There was a previous movie where he was a dad of a little girl, and I just wasn't buying it. But in this one, it just worked. It just worked. Let's see. The next movie that we watched together was, what was that? Okay, Cameron Diaz and Jamie Lee Foxx, and it was Back in Action, which is like ex-CIA mom and dad. They're kind of retired, but then they kind of get made, I guess, and they have to get back in the game. And of course, they've got kids. So yeah, I'm gonna give that a 3.5 popcorns. It was all right. It's all right. It was still funny. It had its moments. I cannot think of anything else that we watched. We did watch the latest episode of Landman last night, which was so good. It was so good. And then earlier during the break for the long weekend, I did finish watching season 17 of Heartland. Also really good. I am so looking forward to the books that I have planned for December, which aren't many, which is fine. I can't believe I read as many as I did this month, but that's neither here nor there. I cannot tell you what my favorite book was. I would have to go back and look. Could it be Empire of the Damned? Is it Wrath? Do I have to pick? I don't think so. I don't think I have to pick anything. Anyways, I gotta feed Putty and need to get to bed. And if you don't have anything to say down in the comments, just leave me a little blue heart emoji. Let me know that you are here. And other than that, I wish you well. Please stay hydrated. Please stay kind to yourself. Let me know how you spent your holiday at the end of November if you do celebrate the Thanksgiving here in the States as I do. Yeah. And if you live away, let me know how your reading went for the month of November. Were you happy with it? Was it meh? Could it have been better? Till next time.